The car culture. What is it that drives people to spend thousands of dollars and hours upon hours building these cars, piecing together from multiple sources, going out and racing on the weekends, hoping just to regain some money back and not even break even? It's acceleration. It's the bonds you make, the friendships you have, and the ability to say you're number one. Say I've got the cleanest car, I've got the fastest car, I've got the lowest car, I've got the loudest car. That's all part of the car culture. But it's not just that. Everybody's got a story or something, some kind of moment that's happened in their life to bring them to be a part of this. Mine was when I was 6. My mom took me for a drive, and I got in her Mustang. We drove down the street. She let me drive, 6 years old. And we got to the end of the street, and we turned around, and I floored it. It was the first time in my own 2 hands that I felt acceleration. It's completely different from riding with somebody. Sometimes riding with somebody can feel faster, but when you're in control, it's totally different. Whether it be bumping into the box, dropping it at the tree, acceleration, most of the time, is what it's about. Even though there was a cop that pulled us over when we pulled in the driveway, now it's just a memory. Nothing really happened of it. I think she had to pay some fines. But it was from that moment on. When I was 16, I got my license. I skipped school that day, went out, went mudding because I had an Explorer, nothing special. Blew the transmission, got stuck in a mud hole, had to get rescued. And I did that time and time again. I must have went through 3 or 4 transmissions in the first year of having my license. And why is that? Because I floored it. I skid around every corner. I went off the road on every piece of grass I could find. Did donuts anywhere we could do them. And I tore the heck out of that car. But it was a learning experience that was going to be a part of my life for a long time. Breaking things, replacing things, spending money that some people would think is just a waste. And some people see it as an investment. I sold that vehicle later on. I got a Nissan 240, an Eclipse. We would go to the Orlando Speed World track. And being young, we went everywhere. We did everything. We made car shows. We were there showing off our own cars. Going to the Bel Air Plaza for the Turkey Rod Run. Seeing what people brung in from year to year. Seeing if there was anybody that would do a burnout or if anybody would rev their engine. Just because. Walk up to a stranger and be like, hey, pop your hood. I'm curious. And more than likely, they're going to do it. And not only are they going to do it, they're going to start it. They're going to let you sit in it. They're going to answer questions you have. What parts do they have? How long did it take to build? What was the cost? And you're going to have a conversation. And in that conversation, you might even bring up the reason why they're part of the car culture. You're going to hear that memory. You're going to hear that experience that person has. And it's not just, I've got a car, I'm a part of it. It's, I built this car. I earned my spot amongst everyone else. Now you can go out and buy a car and just show up, park in a parking lot, and say you're part of it. There's nothing wrong with that. Because eventually, you're going to change that car. That car could have been perfect from the factory, but that doesn't matter. There's different wheels, there's different intakes, there's bigger turbochargers. There's something you're going to change with that car. So stock, highly modified, doesn't matter. You worked your way into the culture. You worked your way to park your car at that parking lot, and someone will find you and ask you about your car. And there will be conversations for the rest of your life that you can talk about or think back on. Now, me, with building my cars, I have always had to modify everything. And you may not always have the money to do it all at once. You may not have the money to do it ever. But that's not true. Because if it's your passion, you'll find a way. There's always a way. Right now I'm in the middle of a build. And yeah, the things I want to do are expensive. But even with the high cost, it's not going to stop me. I'll save $100 here, $100 there, have a separate bank account just for play money. Well, race money, that is. See, my goal is to build my car into a complete race car, but still maintain the factory way. That if one day I wanted to switch it back to factory completely, I could. So, roll cage, yeah, that's gonna go in it. Complete suspension, yeah, that will go in it. Fully built motor, got all the parts, it's the machine work. Liver noise wants $3,500, and I want it done right. So, that's the route I'm going. Building a car, you can go any route you would like. It doesn't matter if you can afford a full wrap or a candy paint job. Or the kid pulls up next to you with Plasti Dip. No one's any different because they're all there for one reason. They're there to see your car. They're there for you to see theirs. Everyone's there to experience the hard work that one another has put into these cars, to check out what they're doing, to get new ideas, to see art as it's created. There's so many ideas out there, and it doesn't matter who has what idea. It's that you can share that idea. You can share the knowledge. So whether you're in this GT350 right here, or a Honda Civic spray painted pink with green rims, each person had an idea of what they wanted. Whether they could get it both ways, that doesn't matter. Because those people have something in common. That's the car culture. They both showed up to that parking lot for the exact same reason. Just remember that. Next time you think a little bit snobby about someone's car, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what you do with it. It doesn't matter that it's faster. We can tell ourselves that at least. To me, I'll always want to be the fastest. But I won't bring anyone down. That's for sure. So next time you're at a car show, go talk to somebody. Learn their experiences. Let them learn yours. There's a whole world out there. There's a whole bunch of knowledge. So get out there, talk to some people, see what they got, get some new ideas, learn from one another. That's what I can say. The friends you gain are friends that will be there when you break something on the side of the road. Now, with parts, spend your money wisely. Buy the best of the best if you can. And if not, do enough research to know with what you're doing with it, it's gonna work. As you can see here, this is me. Look at these manly rods. Look at them. They're so cool, right? No. I'm showing you specifications because maybe there's a person out there that bought a different set of rods and wanted to know. That's the knowledge you share. That's the reason why I do these YouTube videos. Hey, here's my life. This is me in my part of the car culture. Right now, I don't go out and do a bunch of crazy things or do a lot, and because I'm going slow. I'm doing what I can afford. I'm building when I can. And it would be great to do everything all at once, but not everyone can. I can't. I'm sure there's someone else out there that can. But when they need help and they finally buy those parts, be there for them. That's what this is about. Say, hey, my buddy's got a lift. I can weld. I need a turbo put in. Who can do pie cuts? Who can TIG? The groups are big enough for someone that you know, that knows somebody that needs help, to be there for them. And this linking together with families and friends, going out on Sunday car shows and walking the road at the flea market, showing parts and specifications, helping someone work on something, making a YouTube video for something that maybe someone needs help with. You never know. But all of it ties in together. We're all in this for the same reason. A memory, a story, an action, or a reaction. This is Dustin, signing off. Look for my build coming up. Like I said, it's expensive. Working on the machine work money. And after that, I'll probably break a bunch of stuff because the turbo kit, all the parts are here. And I'm sure soon, I'm gonna need help dragged off the side of the road. Because even though I can build the motor, now I gotta worry about the transmission. So who's gonna be there for me? Only time will tell. Y'all have a good one.